Hello everybody, Toast Mom here bringing you a FFA on Landfall. Now today I'm going to be talking about my strategies for FFA on this map. Now first of all we got to talk about the power weapons that spawn on this map. There are only a few. There's the shotgun and there's the rockets. Now both of these are pretty dangerous to go for, especially the rockets, because everyone always goes for the rockets. And depending upon where you spawn is what's going to determine what power weapon you go after or bait. Now, normally, like I said in the previous video, I generally try to bait for the weapons. I throw grenades, try to predict somebody coming after it, so those really hasty people that really want those power weapons will pay the price for being hasty and not waiting. So that's generally what I like to do, and then when kind of the whole area is cleared out, go for the power weapon. But rockets, especially, like I said, is very dangerous. It's also very dangerous because it's very easy to nade, since it's in such an open area. People from all over the map can hit nades onto that spot. So be very careful if you're going for rockets. Now, what I generally like to do in FFAs is set up in a specific location. Now, this map is basically broken down into two parts. There's the outside part, and then there's the inside part. But within those two sections, there's two other parts. So there's kind of the outside part, and then there's the more open side where you can see the burning city, and then there's kind of the more closed off side that has that sniper nest in it. And then on the inside, that's also closed off into two parts. There's sort of this room that's a little bigger where the shotgun spawns, and then there's that garage area, and then I guess maybe you could call a third section that smaller room with the staircase, but I kind of just bundle that in with the garage part. Now the place that I like to stay at, camp at, if you will, is the shotgun area. I like to control that area because a lot of people spawn in very common locations close to that area and sprint up ramps or wherever to try and get into the action and don't realize that someone's there, so I can easily nade them and get the kill on them while they're sprinting. So that's what I like to do. I like to sit in that area, sort of patrol back and forth. Now when you're in this area, you have to be pretty much cautious of only two spots. There is the one side that has the ramp that goes down, and that side has a spawn right in the corner where people spawn all the time. And pretty much if someone spawns there, they're almost always going to go up the ramp, because the other option is taking them to some detour way around outside, and people just want to get into the center of the map, and that's where all the action is, so that's going to attract a lot of people. So they're almost always going to go up the ramp. Now luckily, since it is a ramp, you could just bounce a nade off the top of the ramp, and it hits them square in the face, right in the forehead between the eyes. It explodes, it's beautiful, they're one shot, and you can just pop them once in the head with whatever weapon. That's another thing, weapons on this map, pretty much anything's viable. I guess you could even do this setup with an AR if you wanted, but I just prefer the BR because it's a little bit easier to use compared to the DMR at those closer ranges, which this map provides if you're playing in the inside area. Now the second place that we're going to have to look at is basically the opposite side of the room from that ramp side, and people will commonly spawn on that balcony that it's up there, and they'll again just sprint straight for the room, not paying attention to anything. If you hear their footsteps / see them on the radar, you can easily turn, throw a nade, and boom, they're dead. Now you do also have to watch for those two other doorways, but a lot of times people don't really go through them, so mostly I just use them to maneuver around, juke some guys out. But for the most part, that whole area is a pretty low traffic area, which is what I like about it. I just pick off the spawners, and I don't get into any sort of crazy, hectic gunfights that I can't control. That is basically the thing that I try to do in FFAs, is always control the situation, so that everything can go my way without it going some other direction that I don't want it to, and then end up dying, getting backsmacked, whatever. So that's pretty much my whole game plan for this map, is staying in that one location, controlling all of my battles as best as possible, and picking off the spawners that are just cluelessly running in from the sides into that shotgun room. So anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you liked it, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day. Anyways, thank you for watching. See ya tomorrow. Bye.